This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, good morning to all of you. Please be all of the participate, all of the members. Please mute your audio. We are unable to listen the carefully. So please mute your audios, all of you.
Yeah, now am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So I think organizers are a little bit busy in their work, but let's a session. So how many of you have installed Cisco Packet Tracer? I already instructed to install Cisco Packet Tracer in your system, and even a PPT has been shared. So please, unless and until we don't have Cisco Packet Tracer, we can't do any hands-on sessions. Okay, so please, all this 4-day session, we will be working on Cisco Packet Tracer. So a humble request to all the participants, please try to install Cisco Packet Tracer into the systems. Okay, so anyway, but still, as even our schedule have this particular concept how to install Cisco packet. So let me start the session. Let me give a little bit introductory part about Cisco Packet Tracer and how to install this Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, and we'll directly jump into what to we'll directly jump onto the Cisco Packet Tracer tool, and let's see what are the different experiments that we can work with. Okay, so maximum people you might have known the Cisco Packet Tracer. So Cisco packets are okay. So with this Cisco packet tracer, we can network. Okay, so let me give you a little bit introductory part about the Cisco packet tracer. Okay, so Cisco packet tracer, maximum people that it is nothing but it is a network simulator, or we can call it as a visualization tool for all the networking concepts. And this particular tool or simulator is a free software which can be used in any of our laptops or desktops, and even we can use our mobile based phones, iOS based or Android based phones. We can use this particular simulator. Okay, and this particular simulator will come in both the environments, like even in the Windows as well as in the Linux environments. Okay, so particular what we can do really with this particular Cisco packet tracer is nothing but we can design. Okay, we can design our own work, and we can simulate, and we can check in a different ways how a particular network will suppose example now people will get doubt why this particular Cisco packet tracer is used, or whether this with help of this Cisco packet tracer can we try to implement IoT networks or not. Okay, so I hope maximum of people may be working with a casual networks by using Cisco packet tracer, but in this FDP, I'll be letting you know how we can how build our IoT networks. IoT network with the help of what to call it as a Cisco packet tracer. Okay, so the main agenda of today's session is nothing but we will be looking how to install, and let's see the different components that are available in the Cisco packet tracer. And at the end of the day, we'll try to design a small network, so that so network in the sense IoT network. And from tomorrow onwards, we'll be working with a different specific, maybe we will be taking example of some home automated system, or we will be taking some healthcare, any healthcare system, and we'll work on those particulars. Okay, so right now with this particular Cisco packet tracer, we can design and build the networks. The main advantage is nothing but can without any expensive network. Suppose example, if I want to build any IoT network, okay, or I want to go already many of you have seen, or many of you have done designing with the help of a Raspberry Pi board or Arduino board by using some MCU or board microcontrollers. Maximum you might have worked it. So what exactly is happening over there is we need to spend a lots of amount for getting those particular networks, but by using this Cisco packet tracer, we can build our own network, and we can try to see, or we can try to simulate network. And we can the same mechanism, whatever the mechanisms that we work with those particular microcontrollers or single board controllers, the same mechanisms can be done with the help of this Cisco packet tracer. Okay, and here we will not be using any physical equipment, or what to call it as like physical equipments, we can say we will not be using any rotors, or we will not be using any servers or walls. In spite of not using all those things, okay, we will try to make sure that how that particular network will be built, and we can I mean from a scratch, how we can try to build the entire IoT network. Okay, yeah, yes. Tinkercad is also available, where we can work the same concepts like Arduino, or you can try to build your own what to as network by using Tinkercad. Okay, the same way, like IoT Packet Tracer is one of the simulator, as well as Tinkercad is also another similar. And even I think one day is also scheduled for Tinkercad also. Right? Let's see. Anyway, yes. Will be these 2 days we will be seeing how to work with this packet tracer, and I hope maximum participants have installed this particular Cisco packet tracer. But just give me a 5 minutes time so that other participants also can try to install if they have not installed in their systems. So let me just give a small brief introductory part about the installing process of the Cisco packet tracer. So how to install or set up this Cisco packet tracer. So for installing this Cisco packet tracer, we have 6 different steps. Okay, and this yes, I know that you have installed, but let me just give a little bit introductory part about that for not than 5 to 10 minutes time. Okay, so once this particular 1 hour session is done, in the after be seeing the entire process. Okay, so now the installing step process contains all these 6 different steps. Okay, and here the first step we have to create an account in the Cisco, as well as the second step is nothing but we have to create a NetAcad account also. Okay, once you get these two accounts, and we have to, let me explain all these step by step. So as a first step to create a Cisco packet tracer, you can just google cisco.com, and from there you can start you can create your own account. So once you click on the create an account, it will be simply asking you for the basic information that you have to fill while the registration process is happening. Okay, so once you fill basic information, immediately you will be redirected to your mail. Okay, you will receive a 6-digit code in your mail, to the mail which you have given at the time of the registration. And please try to enter that particular 6-digit code at the time while you are creating your account. I mean, you have to verify the account by using your 6-digit code. Once you verify that particular 6-digit code, then it will be your Cisco account will be created. Okay, so simply just go to cisco.com site, and just click on what to call it as create account. You can see on the screen. Okay, there is something, an account. In that you can see an account, and it will be redirected only for the basic information. And make sure that whatever the mail ID that you are using, that particular mail is used for rest of the process, like verification process, or for creating or login into your what to so called as Cisco packet tracer. Okay, so in this way we can create our Cisco account. Once a Cisco account is created, you can see a page in front of you. This okay, and you please make sure that you open another browser and you go for the second step. And for the second step, you can see you can just log in into, or you can just google netcadcard.com, and you can just go to choose any one of the course. And once you create the course, it will be asking you for the sign up for the course. You just sign up for the course, and you just follow these instructions, whatever those things are given in the PPT. Once you go with these instructions, okay, and the main what I want to convey is you have to create these two accounts. I mean, one is a Cisco account and a NetAcad account. Once the step 2 is created, now you just log in into the NetAcad account. Once you log in into the account, under tab resources, you can see down packet tracer, and please try to download your packet tracer from here. Okay, you may ask you, sir, why I want to go to the TechCAD account and I want to download only from here, or we can directly go to Google and we can search in the Google. We can try to download the packet tracer. Yes, you can download from there also, but okay. What happens over there is while we are downloading from that, there may be some of the packages may be missing. Okay, some of the packages yesterday I have seen some of them are sending me some messages, or so and so DLL file is missing, or I'm not able to create so and so account. Okay, so some lot of packages will be missing. So please try to follow step 2. Okay, create NetAcad account, and then from there you try download from the resources tab. Okay, so even you can go from the Google, or you can download the whatever the process that I am telling. Okay, okay, we can follow. Already this particular PPT I have shared you, and I thought that you have installed this particular Cisco Tracer. That's the reason I'm going little bit fast. Okay, so no problem. I'll make sure that I'll go a little bit slow. So once you click on the resources tab, you can see download packet tracer, and from the packet tracer, you choose whatever that is your system, whether you are using Linux or whether you are using Windows, and make sure that whether you are using 2-bit, 64 bit. Okay, so you use any of whatever the system requirement is there. And once you choose, as in this screen, it says that I am using a Windows 64-bit, so I have chosen this. And once it will download a packet tracer, you will be seeing a packet tracer setup or a .exe file. Okay, so uh, just click on that particular setup, and if you have any administrative privileges, okay, just go to install anyway. Okay, yesterday someone asked me, sir, I got stuck over here. Okay, no need to worry, you can just click on it anyway, and please click on the button S button. Okay, uh, no disturbance here from my side. I am not getting disturbance. It's a request to all the participants to mute yourself, because someone saying me that there some disturbance is coming. Okay, so please, participants, if someone is not muted yourself, please mute yourself. Okay, so once you click on S button, immediately it will open this particular pop-up window, and it will ask for the agreement. Okay, we have to just click on the I accept the agreement, and choose that I accept the agreement, and click on the next tab. Once you click on the next tab, it will asking you for the location where it has to install. You can choose your own specific path, or you can just leave a default path. The default path will be the C program files. Under C program files, there will be a folder called as Cisco Packet Tracer. There it will be defaultly what to call it installed, or you can give your location wherever you are interested. Once you choose the path, immediately you have to click on the next button. If you are interested in any desktop icon or the quick launch icon, you can use it, or else you can just skip it and you can click on the next button. Once you click on the next button, we can directly what to call it as okay. So once you download this, please click on the install button. So automatically it will start the installing process, and once the installing process is done, you can click on the finish button. Once you click on the finish, okay, this is only the thing that you have to keep in mind. Sometimes what happens is, as we are bringing some of the new packages and new DLL files are installed, what you try to do is, you just try to close all the browsers, whatever those right now live browsers are there. Please try to close all the browsers, or even if it is possible, try to restart your system, or else you can directly close what to call it browsers, and once you close the browsers, you can see this type of screen. A pop-up will opt, okay, and the setup will be complete. If you are using for the first time, it will be asking for the work area where you have to go. Okay, default work area will be somewhere in C user or whatever the location that you are given. You can click on that. Okay, okay. So this is the process of wallet as installing of a Cisco packet tracer. Once the Cisco packet tracer is installed, you can see a desktop icon, or you can search from the startup regarding your Cisco packet tracer, and please just click on that Cisco packet tracer. So if you are already logged in with Cisco account and NetAdd account, for the first time it will be asking you for the sign in. So here sign in, you have to give the user ID password of what you have given for the NetAccount account or a Cisco account, whatever the Cisco account or whatever the account that you have created, or whatever mail ID that you have created, you have to log in with those particular accounts. Okay, so once you log in for the first time, give those user ID and password, you can see that the Cisco packet tracer has been okay opened on your system. Okay, see, is nothing but simple how to how to set up your Cisco packet tracer on the systems. Okay, so I just want to give a brief introductory part about how to install the process. Okay, the entire process consists of steps. The first step is nothing but we have to create a Cisco account, and once you create the Cisco account, please create NetAccount, and then from the NetAdd account, you have to third step, you have to log in into the NetAccount account, and under resource tab you can download your Cisco packet tracer. Once Cisco packet tracer is downloaded, the fourth step is nothing but you have to just click on the .exe file and just go on for the next buttons, and at the end of the day, whenever you click on the finish button, as a fifth step, it will ask for the what to call it as restarting of all the browsers. Okay, if it is asking, if there will be a pop-up window asking to restart your browser or restart your system, please follow that particular instruction. Once that particular fifth step is done, then you can log in into your what to call it as uh, Cisco packet tracer tool. Okay, so these are the few steps to install Cisco packet tracer into our systems. Okay, so this is what the screen you will be seeing you install Cisco packet tracer onto the system. So now I request all the participants to please open your Cisco packet tracer so that we can start our exploring the Cisco packet tracer tool. Okay, is there any participant who have not installed a Cisco packet tracer? I hope maximum participants have installed a packet tracer into the system.
Sir, getting a problem, sir, at the time of installation. DLL file missing,
I
sir.
hope maximum participants at the time of
Sir, after installation, we are getting a message DLL
sir,
file.
madam, I'm unable to get the link to download.
Sir, I have installed 7.3, sir, but getting a
So
problem.
if you
DLL
have
file.
any problems, NetAccount account, NetAdd account link, yeah, I'll share you link. Already have passed all the what to call it as links. Even I kept all the links in okay, so link is to create Cisco account, and the second link is to create NetAccount account. You can just see on the charts. Once the NetAccount account is created, you just please let me know so that we can start our sessions. Yeah, if you have any doubt, please raise in the chat. if because if your voice I may not be able to hear your voice properly. If any problem is there, let me know in the chat so that I can try to solve. And please, even if you are facing a doubt in installation process or further, let me know in the WhatsApp group so that you if you share that particular screenshot, I can to solve your problem. Okay. uh, yeah, I have shared. Scroll down in download pages, sir, you can see doing in mobile or in laptop. Okay. Yeah, Venkateshwarlu sir, I have already shared the download link so that you can go. Download link available directly. Download link is available in what to call it as it is available in net. Once you create the NetAd account, in that NetAd account there is a tab called as resources. Okay, there is a called as resources. Under resources tab, you can see your what to call it as uh, you can download from there. I'll just, yeah, you can see on my screen. On the resource, once you create account in the NetAcad, under resources, there is a called as resource. Under resources, download packet tracer. From here, you can try to download your packet tracer. Yes, I have already sent in the WhatsApp, sir. I have installed packet tracer, but I'm not able to log in with my credential. Can I use guest use? Yeah, you can use guest or user login. It's better you try to log in with your login credential, because there may be chances that in today's session we will not be using that many packages, but definitely tomorrow session we need some packages. So maybe guest will not be having that much of privileges. So it's better you log in with your credentials. You have to give the details I mean, whatever the Cisco account you have created, the same mail ID, user ID, and password you have to give. Someone said me I have installed in mobile. Is it okay? Yeah, you can work in mobile also, but the problem is you just try to manage. Okay, manage both the things, because I'll be just teaching you everything on. Okay, so it's better you try to manage. Okay, you can even work on mobile also. There is no need to worry about it. Yeah, this error, yeah. It is asking to install OpenGL driver. Yes, sir, maybe your some drivers are missing in your system. Just please try to search the respective driver. Okay, this is not related to packet tracer. Maybe some sort of drivers are missing from your system. Okay, so just click on just Google it and try to download. If it is possible in the break or somewhere, I'll try to give the link also of exact where what to call it as this it is available. Okay, I'll search in the I'll just post you a link also. Just give me some time. Installation also, yeah, I'll go. Thank you. Problem solved, install successfully. Okay, fine. So is there any other problem, so that because I that everyone will follow my the way, I mean, hands on. So if it is not installed because we have time, okay, we can take time, make sure that you install in your system. Okay, so still we have another 15 minutes time. Okay, so we will wind up today first session at 12:15, and again we'll come back somewhere at 1:15. Okay, in this FDP, which MC will cover, sir? Yeah, I'll show you microcontrollers. Okay, because in the packet tracer there are few microcontrollers we'll see, and even we planned on third day, I hope third day or fourth day, even some of our team members are covering Raspberry Pi also. Okay, so we'll try to do that.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Can you
Okay,
hear?
so yes,
Ah,
yes,
sir, is it possible to cover
yes, I'm
some
able to
IoT?
hear you.
Yeah. Is it possible to cover one session on IoT interfacing with the one of the cloud, any one cloud, say AWS IoT or IBM IoT or Azure
Is it
IoT, anyone?
possible to?
Cover IoT interfacing, that is the device or hub with the IoT cloud.
Yeah, I think
Say,
on the third or fourth day, according to the yeah.
okay, so
There
if
is
it,
one cloud session also that is also
uh,
planned on third day or fourth day. I exactly don't remember, but yes, we are covering that
fourth
also.
day, fourth day afternoon session I saw there.
Okay,
So
we'll definitely cover that. Don't worry about it.
we wish that
See,
to interface.
this 5 days FDP maximum days.
Yeah. So basically, we wish that our Raspberry Pi data actual
Sir,
collection
can you
will go
paste
to
the
the
link for
cloud.
driver in chat box?
Yeah.
Okay. No, actually, if you want that session also, definitely I'll take a particular session, and I'll try to show you how to send the data from your microcontroller to the cloud. That definitely will have a session that is also planned, and even in packet tracer also, how to collect the data and store in the, even in packet tracer also I'm showing you, and even on the Raspberry Pi board also. Only one day why we have planned on a Raspberry Pi board is maximum participant may not have a Raspberry Pi board available with them right now. So we planned that by using a tracer or by using Thinkercad tool, okay, we can try to use these particular online tools, and we'll try to show those. Definitely we'll have session on that on the fourth day, I hope, third or fourth day. Yes, so can we start, or after the lunch break we'll start, because already coordinator has instructed me like we have to take 1 hour session. Just if you want break, I'll give you 1 hour break, and we'll come back after 1 o'clock, yeah, 1:15, and in the afternoon session we'll have 2 hour session. But from tomorrow, as on the first day, the timings are a little bit complicated, but from tomorrow we'll have schedule exactly from 10 o'clock, 10 to 12, and 1 to 3. Okay, so every all these
Hello, sir.
5 days will have 4 hours of sessions every day except on the first day.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Please provide the link of the
Yes,
WhatsApp
yes, ma'am.
group
Tell me. Yes.
uh, in chat box. I'm requesting
Please provide the link.
link
drivers,
of the
sir.
WhatsApp group.
Which link, ma'am? Which link I have provided the
WhatsApp
link?
group.
You are asking some link?
The WhatsApp group, ma'am. Sir,
OpenGL?
at the WhatsApp group. I'm not joined
If you
any.
while installing, if you
Sir,
you
please
have not
provide the
joined
link for
WhatsApp group, please join
drivers.
WhatsApp group, ma'am, because everything is shared in the WhatsApp group.
I'm not joined. Please send the link of the WhatsApp
Yes,
group,
sir.
sir. WhatsApp
Sir,
group
please provide the
link.
link for drivers, sir.
Link of WhatsApp group. Just a second,
Yes,
ma'am.
sir.
I'll just share you in 2 minutes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. And another humble request, if any participant have already joined or attended ATAL FDP previously, you are not allowed to join this session. Not allowed means you can listen the sessions, but you will not be provided with the certificates. So please, this information we are passing from the beginning onwards. If any parties who is still available, so please make sure that I mean, I'm really sorry to say, please leave the group, but you have to follow rules from ATAL also. Okay.
Sir, can you share the link for drivers OpenGL?
Any participant who have already yeah, I'll share it, sir. While in the break time, I'll just look it and I'll share it. For sure, I'll share it.
Please do it.
Yeah. If any participant who have not joined WhatsApp group, you can. Yeah, sir. Cisco Packet Tracer. Yes, sir. Cisco Packet Tracer is more than enough. Okay. And rest of all the tools, whatever we are seeing, the online tools only Cisco Packet Tracer is more than enough for us. Okay. For the first 2 days, Cisco Packet Tracer is enough. Okay. So shall I continue, or we'll go for the break and we'll come from the break and we'll continue for the next 2 hours? Because now also, if I 7.1.0 is sufficient, yeah, sir. 7 and above, any version more than 7 and above is more than enough. Okay, 7 and above, it's more than enough. Okay, so maximum participants are asking, because anyway we have started somewhere at 11 only. It's only 12, but still what I'll do is have given one small introductory part about those, and once we'll come from the break, because already we have started session somewhere at 9:30. It is not that we have started session somewhere from 10:30. We have already started in somewhere at 9:30. The inaugural was a little bit bigger session, so that's the reason on the first day we'll be covering only the 3 hours, yeah, 2.5 year 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours maximum we'll try to cover. In the afternoon session, definitely we'll go with the 2 examples. So you can go for the break, and it's an humble request. In the break, I'll be sharing you one thing I want to remind you. The first thing what I want to remind you is yesterday in yesterday in WhatsApp group, I shared you some Google form. People who have not filled the Google form, please fill that particular Google form, because our team members are gonna give each and every participant a unique ID, and with that particular unique ID only you have to log in the sessions. Okay, so we will not be considering name, or we will not be considering your mail IDs and all the stuff. So we will be assigning you a unique mail ID. I think before you to the break, by the time we will be giving you a unique mail ID. Okay, we will provide in the WhatsApp group. So please make sure that next time any communication can be done, you have to do only with that particular unique ID. And please fill the Google form. If still we not filled it, please fill the Google form, because I'll be closing that Google form after 12:30. Once I close that particular Google form, and if you have not received any unique ID, you will not be allowed to participate in the FDP. And please, that Google link will be closed by 12:30. So it's a humble request, try to fill that particular Google link. Okay, Google form, sorry. And another thing, second thing is, while after the break, I hope that everyone, you can see your you can try to edit your name. Okay, so try to edit your name in the GoToMeeting. Please join with the same meeting ID, but I can see here there are names displayed. Once I give the unique ID to you, make sure that in your GoToMeeting, just go to your account and please rename your name with the unique ID, whatever it is, and the unique ID should be in the capital letters. I'll provide that unique ID, and please make sure that your GoToMeeting where the unique ID will be sent to. I'll send that ID in the GoToMeeting. I'm sorry, in the WhatsApp group within another half an hour. Okay. I'll provide you. Just give me some time, so that that what to call it as a unique ID will be provided to you. Okay. And it's a humble request again and again. If any participant who have already participated in previous FDP, please not allowed. I mean, you are allowed to attend the session, but you are not allowed to get the certificate. So please make sure that if you are interested, you can be here, or else you can leave the group. Okay. So we'll come back after 1:15. Okay, and 1:15 to 3:15 we will be having the afternoon session. And please make sure that, see, unless and until you don't install this, what to call it as, packet tracer in your system, you will not be comfortable, because everything will be only hands on. Okay, so please, it's a humble request, please make sure that all the participants try to install your packet tracer in your systems. And please, it's again a if it is in what to call it as, laptops, if you use laptops, it will be very beneficial for me. Okay, so you can go for it. If anyone is having doubt, I'll be trying to solve their doubts over here. Even I have shared the Google form here. Okay, so
So
I'll
drivers,
just end up the meeting for 1 hour, and we'll come back exactly. Yeah, I'll share that Google link. Don't worry, sir. I have noted that. I'll share that link for you. I'll just search it and I'll share it to you. Okay, just go for break and come back. Chandra sir, am I audible now? Chandra sir? Yes, am I audible? Yes. So
Yes, sir.
welcome back to the session. It's 76 participants. Anyway, we'll start our session. So everyone, please open your exploring the packet tracer tool. Yeah, now is my voice is clear? Now it is now okay? Okay, fine. Sorry, some technical issue. So before just going to start our experiment, what we are going to do is we will be seeing some of the components that are available in our packet tracer. So the first component we will be seeing is a menu bar. Okay, we'll have a menu bar. We have a main toolbar. We have a common toolbar. These are the three different toolbars we have. And okay, I'll directly show in my packet tracer. So this is the main simulator where we are going to work. So in this, the first toolbar, as I already said, nothing but menu bar. So in the menu bar, we have different tabs called as file, edit, options, view, tools, extension. So these are all the different tabs that are available in the menu bar. And next one is nothing but we call it as a main tool. In this, see the main menu bar, toolbar as well as main toolbar. These I think everyone know about these things. But new toolbar, that is a third toolbar called as a common toolbar, that is very useful for us. Okay, so in the common toolbar, a few options. The first one we'll see, that is nothing but called as, okay, these are the different options that we see here. The first one, okay, so the first one is a select bar. The common toolbar contains select bar. The second one is search. Third one is lead, and the fourth one is nothing but resize, if you are interested, resize. And the fifth one, that is nothing but called as notes. Okay, so node. And these are the toolbars. If I am interested to draw a line, I have a tool called as draw line. If I'm interested in drawing any rectangle is available, and ellipse is also available. So these are the different tools that are available on the toolbar. Okay, so we have three different toolbars. The first one, the menu bar. This everyone knows about the menu bar, and the main bar. The third one, common toolbar. In the common toolbar, we have the first one is nothing but called as a selector. Suppose example, if I am interested in selecting any items, I'll use anyway. I'll just come back to this particular common toolbar later. So the fourth point, that is nothing but called the work area. Whatever the area that we see over here, this we call it as a work area. The entire network have to be built in this particular work area. And the fifth common toolbar that you can see in the left corner, there are three different are available. So this one particular part you can see on my PPT also. Component box is available, device type selection box, and specific box. These are the three different boxes that are available. You can see this is nothing but called as a component box. The component box means we have sorry, this entire thing is, we call it as a component box. And down of that you can see the type of the component. And this particular area will give us the type of the component, and this particular area will give us a specific type of the component. So these are the three different things that we have to worry while we are working in the what to call it as packet tracer. Now let's explore this what this component toolbar contains. Contains some of the devices which are really needed for creating the network. So out of those, the first one, we have a device called as a network devices. Okay, the first component, that is nothing but called as a network devices. And the second one, we have end devices, different end devices. The third one, we have the components in the sense the microcontroller, microcontroller related information is available. Anyway, explore one component. And the third one, we have a different connections. What are the different, I mean, whether we are using a wide connection or this connection, or if we are using wide connection, which type of cables, different type of cables that we are using, and the miscellaneous to the last one is multi-user connections. So these are the different type of components that are available in the component box. Suppose if I choose something like end device, you can see if you click on the end device, just click on the end device, we can see the different related end devices that are available with us. You see in the end devices, in the type of the end devices are, first one we can see home, the second one we can see for the smart device, the third category, the type of the third one is industrial, and the fourth one is a power grid. Okay, so in, I mean, in a specific end device we can see screen is not shared. No, I have shared my screen. Okay, so here in the end devices, you can see different type of the category or different categories of the devices. So in end devices, one will see what to call it as the end devices related to the home, end devices related to the smart city, end devices related to industry, end devices related to the power grid. Now let's see if I want to choose any device that is related to home. Now let's click on the home. When you click on the home, you can see different type of devices, specific type of devices that are available at the home. Suppose if I see the first device, I can see here a device called as AC. Okay, so if you see the first one, just click on that, you can see even you can see here my AC. Second, I don't know why it is getting creating trouble today. Other part, you can see here different type of devices. The first device you can see AC. Once you simply click on AC and you try to drag onto the work area. Okay, in that way, different type of, you can see here fan is also available. Simply click on the fan and you can try to drag onto the work area. Okay, the different type of devices that are needed for end device, specifically for the home related end devices are listed in the this particular area. Okay, so this particular area we call it as a component area. This particular area we call it as a common type of that particular device, and this is nothing but the a specific type of the device. Okay, so these are the three different. If you are not able to identify any name or something, suppose example, if I am interested in any device like in a home, there will be something called as window. If I'm interested and if I'm not able to find in this particular tools, you can search in between the space. You can see there is a space between the comment and the type of the component. You can click on like this called as window. Okay, so you can search. There is a search bar is also available over here. So from particular search bar, you can try to search any type of the device that is available. You see here, I typed window. So what happens? The window related picture has into the this one. So in this way, we can try to search all the related what to call it as these are the different specific devices that are related to the end device home. Okay, you can see here there is something called as light detector is available, siren is available, light is available. Okay, lawn sprinklers are available. Okay, webcam is available. All these are the different of the components or the different type of the devices that are available for the what to call it as end device. Simultaneously, if I click on industry, smart city. So when I click on the smart city, these are the different type of the specific type of the devices that are related to the smart. You can explore one by one later on when we are working on the what to call it as this one. Okay, and simultaneously you can see these are the related components, or these are power grid components. All these things, okay, will come into the specific device that is nothing but called end device. Now if you want to have any network devices, suppose example, if I am interested in knowing network devices, you click on the network devices. For the network devices, we have the first one is routers, the second one is switches, hubs, wireless devices, okay, and some security devices, and the cloud devices are also available. So in this way you can choose whatever the required components here. Okay, suppose example, if I am choosing any, if I'm interested in choosing any suppose let's go to the wireless devices. In the wireless devices, if I'm interested in knowing my router, okay, there are different type of devices that are available over here. Home router is available, okay, and okay, home gateway is also available. Okay, so these are the different type of devices that are really needed. Okay, and you just explore all these components, so that okay, so it will be useful. For time being, I'll just take only few components. As we go for the experiment, so we can see a number of components or the number of devices that will be we bring into the picture. Okay, and third type of the device that we can see are the components. When you click on the components, we can see different type of the components, like you can see boards. Okay, in the components we can see different categories of the boards there, actuators are there, and different type of the sensors are available. Okay, so boards are available. In the third category, in the components, we have different type of. If I click on the boards, you can see MCU is available. Okay, microcontroller is available. Even single board controllers are also available, and even we can bring our own board. Okay, so these are the different type of the components that are available in the uh, these are the different type of the components that are available in the what to call it as a component box. Okay, even you search for the sensors. Okay, in the sensors you see over here different type of the sensors are available. Push button is available, rocket switch is available, toggle push button is available. Okay, so we'll explore one by one when we are working with our what to call it as practicals. Okay, so all these devices are nothing but these specific devices we have to explore while we are working with what to call it as the packet tracer. Simultaneously, very important thing, that is nothing but the connections. Okay, so these are the different type of the connections which we are really needed. Okay, in the connections, you suppose example, if you want to connect two devices, and if you are not able to know what is the type of the wire that is needed. Okay, there are different categories of the wires, like we have consoles are available, copper straight cables are available, copper crossover cables are available. So all these, okay, all these are the different type of the cables that are needed for connecting the devices for creating a network. Okay, so if we are not able to know which type of cable is needed, you can directly click on the first one, that is nothing but called as automatically choose a connection type. If you choose this particular cable, it will automatically connect the different type of the devices. Okay, and what to call it as one. So you just explore all these different type of the devices. Okay, now what we are going to do is, um, once you bought this one, okay, I already said you that these are the three things. Okay, device, component, box. In this we will be having different type of devices in this component. The second one is nothing but the component type. and this particular area we will call it as a component specific type. Okay, suppose let's go to the end device. Even we can, when you click on the end device, we can see different, like if you are interested in PC, okay, PC is also available, laptop is available, okay, and a server is available. All these things are predefinedly available in the what to call it as a packet tracer. Okay, and suppose example, if you are working with any smartphone, even smartphone is also available. So all these are nothing but all these are the different type of the devices that are available in what to call it as a packet tracer. Okay, so for this particular reason only, we will be, I mean, like we with this, all these type of devices are available, so we can work, or we can make an IoT network, or we can create IoT system by using this different type of the devices. Okay, so now let's suppose example, someone asked me, if you have any doubt you can ask me in the chat. Okay, someone said me, where is the search button? So search button is between the component as well as a component type. Okay, you can see this particular area is a component box, and this particular area is nothing but the component type. So between these two there is a small area, we call it as a search bar. Okay, so in this, if you are interested in searching any device, you search over there. Okay, fine. And someone requested, sir, can we get the recording of the lectures? Yes, every day once the session is done, we will be sharing you recording, and even the PPTs, everything will be shared. Okay, so now this is nothing but this is nothing but exploring different components that are available in the packet tracer. Okay, so now once we know about this, another important thing we want to tell in this are, now how this particular, how do I know? Suppose example, if you take a particular fan, you take about this particular fan, how do you know what are the different functionalities of this particular fan, whether this is wired one, wireless one? So I'm interested in knowing what exactly is this particular device. Okay, so if I'm interested in knowing any specific device, what I have to do is just to click on that particular device. Now let's say, suppose example, if I'm clicking on the fan, if just click on the left click, you will be you will open a pop-up window. In this particular pop-up window will have four different tabs. One is a specification tab, second one is a physical tab, third one is a configuration tab, and the fourth one is an attribute tab. So in this the specification tab will give me different what is that particular device, what are the different features of that particular device, and how to control that particular device. All type of information will be available in the specification tab. Now let's see for the this particular fan. Now the name, this particular name we call it as a fan. Okay, so in this particular fan, we can see there are two names. The first name we call it as a fan. This is for the human readable format. The second one, that is nothing but called as a IOT1. This is a machine understandable name. Okay, so human readable name as well as a machine understandable name. So this particular ceiling fan, the fan is nothing but we call this, the name it as a ceiling fan. The different features of the ceiling fan are nothing but the first feature, it will say registering server compatibility. It means that this particular fan can be registered to any server. Okay, the features, the first feature says we can register this particular fan to any server. And the second says off in the sense the fan has three different modes. First mode is called as a off mode, the second mode is called as a low speed, and the third is called as a high speed. Okay, so these are the three different features of that particular fan. It means fan will be in the off state, fan will be in the low speed, and even the fan will be in the high speed. Okay, and you just go with usage. Where can I use this particular fan? Usage will tell me, you can see in this, connect to the fan with customer cables for win. It means this is saying that I can connect this fan to microcontroller, board controllers, or the board, whatever we are interested. Okay, and you see here control, how to control that particular fan. See, just that click to interact. Okay, it means that suppose example, I just click alt button and click on the fan. Okay, you see, I already said you that a fan is having 3 different modes. When you for the first time, you can see a single circle. It means that fan is in the low speed. If I click once again, the fan is now it is in the off state. Now I have clicked on alt, click on the fan. It means that the fan is in the low speed. Again, click on alt and fan. The fan is in the high speed. It means that this particular, I mean, we can know each and every device information from the specification tab. Okay, specification tab will give me the what is that particular device, different features of the device, where can I use that particular device. Okay, where can I use that particular device, and how to control that particular device. Okay, now let's go with the second tab. The second tab is nothing but called as a physical. So this particular physical will just give physical structure of that particular device. Okay, we can see in this physical structure of the device, we have the adapter over here. Adapter tab, we have 3 different things. That is nothing but zoom in, what to call it as zoom in, and zoom in, it will just tell, will give us the specification. You can see here, this is an adapter where I can see a switch here. You can see here green color button is there. It means that the device is in on. Now I can click on this and I can make on and off. And this is a connecting cable, a fast Ethernet cable, how to connect that particular any other devices. Okay, original size, zoom out. These things you can see in the physical. Okay, so physical tab will give us the information regarding the physical structure of that particular device. And now third one, that is nothing but the configuration tab. So this particular configuration tab will tell us, okay, so what we are going to get is, in this particular configuration tab we have okay, so this configuration tab will give us two different modules are available in this, the global information as well as a interface. In the global information we have 3 things: the settings, different algorithms that we are using, and the diff of the files. These things are there. We'll see each and every what to call it as this configurations while we are doing the experiment. So right now, simply you just concentrate on the thing that is nothing but in the settings. So in these settings, it will give me the few components available here. The first one will just tell me the display name of that particular device. So what is the display name of the device? Actually, we are working with that here for the fan. Previously, what we said, I said for the fan to name. You are interested in changing any name, I mean the machine name also can be changed, because whatever the devices that you will connect, they will have some names with IoT1, IoT2, IoT3 and so on. So what we can do is we can even change these names to our name, whatever we are interested. So now I'm simply I want to change even this name, IoT1 name, to the fan. Okay, simply I have changed it to the fan. You can see the name of the fan has changed. Okay, so serial number, this is not related, the number to the particular device it is given. And the second component nothing but IPv4. We can either assign a dynamic ID or static ID based on the protocol, whatever the protocol that we are going to use for our experiment, whether IPv4, IPv6, that will in the later sessions. Simultaneously, IoT server, whether we are using any server or not, whether we are using home gateway or not, either we are using any remote server or not. So will this, all these things will simply explore while doing the experiments. For right now, simply concentrate on global, and if you are interested to change the display name and not interested, please all the time you change the name, even the display name, so that while we are writing programming, there will not be any conflict or any problem will not be there. So this particular tab will simply give us the display name. And even interfaces, in the interfaces you can see the fast Ethernet IP configuration is there, MAC is available, the port numbers, all these things we'll see while we are doing any one of the specific experiment. So configuration, all this particular give us the configuration of the particular device, the device configuration, in the sense whether I'm using what is IP address of that particular device, whether I'm using static IP or whether I'm using dynamic IP, or so all such type of information is available in the configuration bar. Okay, so these are the few things that you have to know for each, and not only for the ceiling fan, you can try to know the information of any of the device that you are interested. Suppose example, if I'm interested in window, just click on the window. Okay, so what does this says in the specification? A window that can open or close, means that this particular window will have the features of opening or close. And what are the features? Registration server compatibility. It means that even window can also be registered server. Okay, and what is the duty of this one? Ability to vent some carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide in and out. Okay, where can I use? You can see usage. Okay, and how to control this one? Click alt and click open. See, suppose example, the control is alt. Now this is in the off mode. Click door open, door close. Okay, in this way you can try to extract each and every device information from here. So again, physical, you can see the physical configuration, the configurations, all these things we'll see one by one while we are using the devices. Okay, so this is nothing but a little bit what to call it as introductory about what I call as packet tracer components. Exploring, simply I'm exploring it. Okay, so once we are done with this, okay, now a very important thing that we have to know is nothing but the common toolbar. Okay, for example, if I'm interested in selecting, you can see in the common toolbar, the first one I already said you that the selection bar. So selection is nothing but simply if I want to move a device here and there, I'll be using the selecting bar. You can see here the selection bar is there. Okay, select bar is there. By using this one, you can move the device from one to the another place. And important thing, that is nothing but delete is there. Suppose example, while I'm using any network, and if I'm interested in deleting any device, suppose example, I'm not interested in this laptop. Okay, so if I want to delete this one, simply click on the delete bar and make it as S. Okay, so select the device which you want to delete. Okay, so you see here, suppose example, if I want to delete this push button, select the device. Okay, click on the click on the device and click on the delete bar. So automatically it will delete the devices. Okay, in this way, whatever the devices that you want to delete, you get the all the devices that are not necessary for while we are creating any network. Okay, suppose another thing, suppose this the next one is resize. Suppose example, resize, that everyone knows. The next one is nothing but the notify. Suppose example, while doing any network or while creating any network, if I there may be chances that I'm interested in writing some note or something, I use tool nothing but called as notify tool. Okay, you can just click on that. Suppose example, if I want to write something called as, okay, click on notify, and if I want to write, see, this is my first experiment, I can write anything by using this particular. Okay, so there is an option called as notify in the toolbar. If I am interested in drawing any line, simply I'll be using draw line. Okay, when you put this one, draw line. Okay, so I can draw some specific line. And even there is something called as, if I'm interested in drawing any rectangle, okay, rectangle border. If I'm interested in any eclipse, Eclipse is also available, and this is nothing but the default size whatever we are interested. So these are nothing but these are the different options that are available in the common toolbar. Okay, so if I want to delete this one, simply delete button. Okay, and click on everything, it will get deleted. Okay, so this is nothing but these are the things that we simply explore on the packet tracer. Okay, so in this packet tracer, as a conclusion, simply want to give a small again. In this we have a menu bar, main bar, the common toolbar, and in the common toolbar notify very important things that we have to, I'm just commenting on the important components. One is a select bar, one is a delete bar, and the third one is a notify bar. And the next one is this entire white space, that is not simply we call it as a work area. Okay, and fine. And this the next one is a components. The component bar is three different categories: component bar, the common components, different type of the components, type of the component, specific type of the component. Okay, so this is nothingly exploring what to call it as a packet tracer. Okay, till now if you have any doubt you can ask me in the chat, or I can directly show one small experiment, so that once we start this experiment, these are the basic things that you really need to know before you start the experiment. Okay, so can we start our first experiment? Can we start first experiment? Yes.
Sir, I am having one
I'm
problem.
not getting any response. Whether
Hello?
yes, yes. Okay, so
Sir, I can't open this
yes.
GoToMeet
Okay, so
on PC.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can't open?
Google Meet on PC.
Yes, I'm not getting. Your voice is not clear. If any problem is there, let me chat. So start demo. Okay, fine. So what we are going to do is, now I'll show you a small first very experiment. Okay, what we are going to do is, first experiment we'll do this. Okay, uh, we'll take small home. I'll not add all the components in this. Okay, simply we'll try to design a small smart home. Okay, in this particular smart home, what we'll try to do is we'll take some of the components like a fan and a window, and we'll try to yeah, before starting this experiment, what I want to convey is, let me first okay, let me first tell you what I'll do is, each experiment first I'll tell you the process. I'll complete the process from my end. Once the process is done, I'll give you a 5 to 10 minutes time so that you can complete from your end. Okay, so that will be fine. First let me finish the experiment from my part. I'll give you time, 10 minutes time. You try to complete in that particular 10 minutes time, and even if you have any doubts, you can ask that particular time. Okay, that will be fine for me. Is that okay? Is that okay? I hope that will be because
Okay, yes, sir.
if we do simultaneously, there may be a chance that you may miss a specific point again and again. I have to repeat it. Okay, so it's better I'll explain you the entire process. Once the process is explained, I'll give you the brief overview of the process, and I'll give you some time. In that particular time, you try to explain, you try to complete the task. And another request is, once you complete the task, please try to show me or try to give your screenshot in the WhatsApp group. And in between,
Okay.
but cannot see screen on computer. Which screen, sir? I didn't get you. Screen on the computer means? Anyway, okay, in the doubt session we'll clarify those things. Okay, so these sessions, because it's hands-on, it should look like hands-on, because till now maximum FDPs that we attend only simply will, but this time I'll try to make a new thing. will make sure that it looks like some hands-on training session. Okay, so please try to cooperate with us, right? The very first experiment with what we are going to do is we are going to design a smart home. Okay, and the components that are needed in this smart home are only few things. Okay, now yeah, just see here what I'm going to do is I'm going to design my living room. Let's assume that now what I'll do is I'll use my rectangle box. Okay, my rectangle box, and I'll name this as my living room, my smart home. Okay, some smart room. Let's assume that I'm using some smart home. Okay, now let's assume this as my smart room, and I have used here the rectangle tool. Okay, a rectangle bar from the toolbar, common toolbar, rectangle, draw rectangle. And by using place note, what I did is I have renamed this to something living room. Let's assume like this. Okay, now what I did is I am making this as my living room. Fine. So you can understand why we are using what to call it as this common toolbar. Okay, the need of the common toolbar is like this. Okay, now what we are going to do is suppose I'll be working with two different components. What I'll do is from my end devices go to home, and I'll choose a device that is nothing but called as a fan, and another device I'll choose that is nothing but called as a window. Okay, so now these are two different I'm assuming. Okay, so later on you can add as many as devices that are needed for you, but right now for the first experiment what I'm going to do is the first thing. Okay, I'm using two different devices, that is a fan and a window. Okay, and two things I'm assuming these two things are in my living room. And now these two things, what I want to do is I want to control two things with the help of a smart. Okay, so now where is a smartphone available? Smartphone is available in the end devices. You can click on the device, you can see some device, name it as smartphone. Okay, so what is our experiment? The experiment, we have many aims. The first aim is that I want to control the components or the devices that are available in my living room with the help of the smartphone. Now second step will come. How I am gonna use, whether I'll be using wide connection or wireless connection for this. Okay, so the second part, that is nothing but I'll be using which type of the connection that I have to use. So now for this, suppose example, just give me a second. What I'll do is let me show you first entire structure, then we'll see this. Okay, and first let me show you my already done structure. Okay, then so this is what the structure is. Okay, in the living room one fan is there and a window is there, and for this what I'm gonna do is, okay, so this is what actually the network I want to build. Okay, so the experiment one is I want to control this fan and window with the help of smartphone, and for controlling this for connecting all these devices will be using some gateway, and the connection is wireless connection. Okay, so this is what actually the experiment what we are going to do in the first one. What is the experiment? I want to control some devices. Suppose the components that are available in my living room. And what are the components? The components are a fan and these two components I have to control with the help of smartphone, and I'm using what to call it as a home gateway for connecting all these devices. Now where is this home gateway available? The home gateway is available, just click on network devices. In the network devices there is a device called as wireless devices. Okay, there is a device called as wireless devices. Wireless devices, we can search for home gateway. You see here, home gateway. Finish first experiment. If you have doubts, definitely I'll what to call it as I'll clarify all the doubts. Now the first step we have finished. What is the first step? The first step is the choosing the different type of components that are needed for our network. Okay, so for our network we have chosen two different devices, that is a ceiling fan and a window for a living room. And for connecting this, for controlling this, we'll be using a smartphone, and all these devices are connected via home gateway. Now the second step is we have to choose the mechanism how we are how to connect, whether we use wired connection or wireless connection. In the first experiment we'll see with the wireless connection, and then later on we'll see with the wired connection. So I'll be using wireless to call it as a wireless connection. Okay, so now before going to the step 2, what we will do here is, okay, we'll be doing you over here is, I already said you the name of this is fan. Okay, the name just you see fan IOT0. The second one you see here window IOT1. Please, end devices all the time try to change the name of the end devices. Okay, whatever the home end devices are there, please try to change the name of the end devices. Okay, components like a ceiling fan, these things, whatever the devices are there, trying to. So I am trying to change this IOT0. So how to change the name of this device? Click on the device, go to a tab called as configuration. In the configuration display name, I'm making it as ceiling, and just click cross. Okay, now you can see the name has been changed. Now simultaneously for the window, click on the window, go to configuration, and IoT1 I'm changing to window. Okay, something like this. So the names I have changed it. Now once this one is done, we'll go to the step 2. In the step 2, we are saying we will be using wireless communication. Okay, so for this what we have is, we have to know where this particular wireless communication is available. Okay, so now in the second step we have two steps. Okay, right here steps also. Step 1 is choosing components. Okay, step 1 we have to choose the component. Step 2, okay, in the step 2 we have connections. Okay, what type of connection? Okay, what type of connections we are using? We are using wireless connection. Okay, so in this wireless connection, what we have to do is, first we have to connect this I mean the fan and the window to the home gateway, and the second part is we have to connect the smartphone to the what to call it as home gateway. Okay, so in this we have two steps. The first step, that is step 1 is connect these two devices, fan and window, to the home gateway, and the second one is connect the smartphone to the home gateway. Now how to connect fan to the home gateway? Now click on the fan, you see something called as uh, okay, you click on the fan, fine, you see something called as configuration tab. In the configuration tab, click on the advanced tab. Okay, in the configuration tab, click on the advanced tab. Once you on the advanced tab, now another few new tabs will come, that is input output configuration. Okay, see, click on the input output configuration. In the input output configuration, we should see what type of the network adapter we are using. Okay, so the network adapter, what is a network adapter using? Here n number of network adapters are there. Out of all these network adapters, there is one option called as 1W. This is not the wireless connection. Okay, so just click on it and close the tab. So now you can see there is a connection established between the fan as well as a home gateway. Okay. Okay, so I'll clear all the doubts later. I'll clear once let me finish the entire step, then I'll clear all the doubts. Okay, now again let's see how to connect this window to the gateway. Now click on window. Okay, in the configuration tab there is something called as advanced tab. Click on the advanced tab. You can see another tab, that is input output configuration. In the input output configuration, we make our network adapter to the wireless adapter, that is 1W. Okay, so with this we can see we will be connecting the devices to the home gateway. Fine. Once the step is done, the second step is nothing but now we have to connect the smartphone to the home gateway. Okay, so for connecting the smartphone to the home gateway, see, we can see in our homes, like suppose example, if you wireless connection, now you and if you want to connect your mobile phone to the mobile phone, your laptop to your router, the same process we have to use. The process is nothing but we have to ensure that whatever the SSID that we are using, okay, that particular SSID of router should be exactly equal to our SSID of the device. Okay, so here these two devices, these are nothing but these are the network adapters to the network we have connected. But these two, for connecting these two devices, we should know the SSID of the home gateway. It means that what to convey is home gateway, whatever the SSID of home gateway. Okay, and the smartphone SSID should match equal to the home gateway of the router. Okay, so now to know what is SSID of DLC home gateway, so click on home gateway. Okay, so there is an option called as configuration. In the configuration, there is an option called as wireless. Okay, sorry, just a second. Okay, in the wireless we can see SSID. Okay, so SSID is given as home gateway, so make sure that you copy this home gateway. Fine. How to know the home gateway SSID? Click on the device, go to configuration, click on wireless. You can see your SSID here. Okay, copy this SSID and now you go for the smartphone. Click on the smartphone. Okay, go to configuration. Okay, in the configuration there is something called as wireless. Okay, in this wireless you see the SSID. Now SSID previously it is default, so you paste whatever the SSID. This SSID is the SSID of what? The SSID of the home gateway. Now once these two SSIDs matches, these two, there will be a connection established between these two. Okay, so what is the process? Again I am repeating the process. The process is nothing but simply on the home gateway, in the home gateway, in the configuration tab, in the wireless SSID. Okay, you take this ID and give this SSID to the smartphone. In the smartphone, click on the configuration in the wireless, okay, SSID. Once done, there is a connection established between the devices. Okay, so second step is nothing but the regarding the connections. So what are the connections? That is nothing but we are using wireless connection. So for that one, first step what we did, we have change the configuration for the network adapter, and the second one is we have gone for the SSID verification. Okay? So this is nothing but the second step. Once the second step is done, okay, now the third step is we have to control the devices by using any what to call it as, we need to have some interface. Okay, why do we need interface? With this interface we are going to control the devices. Okay, with the help of the interface, we are gonna what we are gonna control. I mean, I am gonna control the fan and window with the help of a mobile phone. So in the mobile phone, there should be some interface. Okay, interface in the sense you can have a mobile application, or okay, you can have a mobile application or a web application can. Okay, so we can design our own web application, or we can design our own what to call it as mobile app. Okay, so we'll see with this interface. Now just click on how to get this particular, or how to design this particular interface. Okay, so all these interfaces are defaultly available in the what to call it as Cisco packet tracer. Click on the smartphone. Okay, in the smartphone, just click on the phone. There is an option called as desktop. Okay, there is an option called as desktop. You click on the desktop. Okay, all these things later, but I want to concentrate only on two things. One is the interface, that is nothing but a web browser. This a web browser, I can design my own interface, or I want to design, I need to have one application, that either with the help of application called as IoT monitor. Okay, all these things you can explore, or if time permits, we'll see all those things. But right now, what I want to do is, my main motive is, I want to control the devices with the help of smartphone. I can use any mechanism, that is with the help of one application, mobile application, or I can use some web browser. Okay, so now first experiment will go with the mobile application. Later we'll see for the web, even with the help of web browser also. Okay, so now let's say I want to go with the application. So what I'll do is, I'll simply click on the IoT monitor. Okay, so when I click on the IoT monitor, a new tab will open. In this particular tab, we need to give the IP address of our home gateway. Okay, so now as we are using, already the communication has been established, so there is no need to verify any IP addresses. Okay, so already the IP address will come defaultly, but still if we want to verify, what we have to do is click on the home gateway, click on the home gateway and go to LAN. Okay, so go to configuration. In the configuration, go LAN, you can see the IP address. Okay, so this IP address is nothing but the same IP address which we are using in the this one. See, IoT server address 192.168.25.1. So that's the default ID given by the device. Okay, so now once the device address is given, okay, so username is defaultly it is admin, and the password is also defaultly it is admin, because we are using a mobile application. Okay, so now you just click on the log. Okay, fine. So now this is the third step. So the third step is nothing but, we need to choose for the interface. So interface, what we did is, we have different interfaces, either web application or IoT monitor. So what we did is, we have chosen the IoT monitor. How to choose IoT monitor? Just click on the smartphone. Okay, once you click on the smartphone, anyway I have already logged in, that the reason it is coming. Simply click on the smartphone and you can see in the tab, desktop tab, IoT monitor. In the IoT monitor, you just see IP address of the home gateway. As we are using IoT monitor, this is a default IP address, because already the connection is established. Simply on the login. Okay, so that is nothing but the third step. It means we have chosen even the interface. Now the fourth step is nothing but, we have to now what is there, we have created the network, wireless network we have created, we have an application. Now we would register the to the interface. Okay, the fourth step is nothing but, we have registered whatever the devices that I want to control to the interface. Now what are the devices that I want to control? I want to control fan and a window. So these two devices I should register to the interface. Now you can see previous this interface. You can see here there is no what to call as you can see here my devices, there are no devices in this interface. Now how to do that? Okay, for doing this one, let's take the example of fan. Okay, now you just see here there are no devices available here. Now click on fan. Okay, go to now already we have go to configuration. Okay, go to configuration. In the configuration, I already said you that there is something called as IoT server. Okay, so in the IoT server, make sure that the device is connected to the home gateway. Okay, simply do this one. Okay, go to configuration and make sure that in the IoT server it is home gateway. Now you see you can open your what to call it as interface, and you see the in the interface fan has been enabled. Okay, now simultaneously if I want to click window, I mean if I want to register window to the interface, click on device, that is window, go to configurations. In the configuration, IoT server, make it as home gateway. Okay, now with this what happens is you open your interface, you see here even along with the fan window also will appear. Okay, so now with this what had happened is we have window as well as fan. Okay, that are available in the what to call it as our interface. Now the fifth step is nothing but simply it is nothing but the control. Okay, fifth step is nothing but control. Okay, so already this control is nothing but we know the futures how the fan will work. Okay, so the controls are already we know the manual controls. The manual controls are nothing but how to control manually the fan. Simply click on what to call it as, if I click on fan, now the fan is in off mode and the window is in the close mode. Okay, fan is in the off mode and window is in the close mode. Now let's see we'll change the modes of fan manually. I'm talking about the manually. Manually is nothing but how to change manually. Simply click on alt. Okay, single, it means low speed, high speed, off mode. So this is nothing but as how we are doing in our home, just simply switching switch the light on off, switch the fan off, like that. Okay, but our main motive is not like that. We have to control this particular fan with the help of the mobile by using its application. So you see here what I'll do is I'll just minimize this. I'll minimize my packet tracer because I want to show. Okay, so now what to call, this is nothing but my circuit, right? So what I'm going to do is I want to control this. This is my interface, right? So now in fan, what are the three different options? One is off state, low speed, low speed and high speed. Okay, now you see already the fan is in the off state. If I click on the low, okay, you see the fan is running in the low speed. If I click on the high, the fan is running in the high speed. Okay, so off, low, high, you can toggle between this thing. Okay, now simultaneously I can control window. A window, you see this is on, window on, red. The red means the device is in the window is closed. Now it is green, it's open. It means that with this what I can tell you is I can try to control. Okay, I can try to control any device with the help of mobile application. Okay, so these are nothing but these are the different steps of what to call it as controlling any packet tracer with the help of, sorry, controlling any devices with the help of my mobile interface. Okay, all these are the four different steps. Fine, so it means that we can even control devices manually, like by switching switch on and switch off, but by using, even by using mobile application also we can try to control. Okay, so now this is what about our first experiment. Okay, even once we do this one, I'll tell you even how to control this with the help of some microcontroller also. But now let us at least try to finish this particular experiment. Okay, because I can see in chat there are n number of questions are waiting for me, but still before handovering sessions to you people, what I'll do is I'll just explain the entire process once again. Okay, if any step is missed between, please try to follow this particular step. Okay, once again I'm telling you the steps, please follow this entire steps. Okay, I'm simply deleting it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to have a network. So rectangle toolbar I have chosen. I made this as my home toolbar. Okay, if I want to name here, what I can do is simply click on the name. I can write here, click on notify note. Okay, living room. In this, to choose the devices, go to components, end device. In the end device, in that home, there is ceiling fan. Click on the ceiling fan and choose the window. Okay, once we take this, the first step, and I'll be controlling this too with the help of a smartphone. The smartphone is available in the end device. Okay, and the connection between all these things are with the help of home gateway. So click on network devices. In the network devices, in the wireless devices, you see something called as home gateway. Okay, now once the devices are chosen, I'll rename the device names. Okay, I already said you. Okay, how to rename this one. Okay, so rename the fan. Click on the device configuration. I'm naming it as fan. Close it. Window. Click on the window. Go to configuration and write it as window. Okay, so once this renaming is done, I'll go with the second step. That is nothing but I'll be using the wireless communication. So in that, the step one, we have to connect fan and window to the home gateway. So for this, click on the fan. Okay, go to configuration, go to advanced tab. In the input output configuration, make sure that your network adapter is wireless. Okay. So now simultaneously window, click on window, go to configuration, go to advanced, go to input output configuration and network adapter, it is wireless. Once the connection is established, now I'll make sure that the home gateway and smartphone are connected. To know this step, I want to know the SSID of home gateway. So go to home gateway, click on configurations. In the wireless, you can see SSID. Copy this SSID and go to smartphone, go to configuration. In the configuration wireless, okay, change the SSID to the home gateway. Now the connection will be established. Okay, now once the connections are established, we'll go to the third step. That is nothing but I'll go for the interface. Click on the smartphone. Okay, go to desktop. In the desktop, have something called as IoT monitor. Click on the IoT monitor. Okay, so as already the connections were established, the credentials will be taken defaultly. Okay, click on login. Now interface is ready, but devices are not available in this. So now fourth step is I want to register these devices to the interface. So how to register? Click on the fan. Okay, go to configuration and make sure the IoT home server, it is home gateway. Okay, simultaneously click on window, go to configuration. IoT server is home gateway. Now you see your interface. In the interface, we have the devices available. And with these devices, what you can try to do is, okay, with this, what, see why I said you to change the name here is, you see here the human readable name previously it was for fan IoT 0. We will get confused which device is what. Okay, that's the reason now you see here I have given as a capital FAN. It means that this capital FAN is nothing but the machine understandable or the device under system understandable name. That's the reason I have changed it. Else we'll get a little bit confusion which device is what. See now if I'm using only one fan, I don't have any this thing, but if I'm using 2 or 3 fans and 2 or 3 windows in a particular home, then there will be a conflict. That's the reason you change the name to fan 1, fan 2, whatever you are interested. And the step 5 is nothing but simply control these things. Okay, so this is what actually the first experiment is. Okay, so I hope I have 15 messages waiting. Okay, anyway, I'll try to solve one by one. Okay, so please try to do this particular experiment simultaneously. I mean, it's like 2:30. I'll give you time till 2:40. Please try to complete this experiment so that if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay, please try to complete this experiment. And what I am going to do is, once you do this experiment, if it is done, please post that experiment to the WhatsApp group. Okay, take a screenshot of it and directly dump into the WhatsApp group. Okay, while you are dumping, please make sure that you write your name, I mean FDP ID. Please don't write your name, you just give me the FDP ID so that I can try to identify you. Okay, and in between, definitely I'll ask someone to share your screen. I'll make you as a presenter, and some have to explain me the process. Okay, so just 10 minutes time, so that any doubts are there, I'll take doubts in the chat one by one from the chat. Okay, so but cannot see a window. Wireless devices from how you have written living room. Okay, so how I think 038 how you have written living room is, now go to the component bar. Okay, component toolbar is available here. Common toolbar. In the common toolbar, there is a tool called as place note. Okay, you can see here place note. With the help of place note, you can write whatever you are interested. I think 38 I have cleared your doubt. Please repeat, sir. I have done 94. 1W network adapter. Yes. Okay. Please repeat from first. I done. Where is home gateway? Okay, home gateway is available in go to component bar, components. In the components, there is network devices. Okay, click on the network devices. In the network devices, go to type of the device. That is, in the down you can see wireless devices. In the wireless devices, in the specific type, there is home gateway. Okay, go to component, that is network devices, and in the network devices, go to type. The type is wireless. Okay, and go to specific type. Specific type is home gateway. Sir, where is fan and window? Same way, sir. It is available in the end devices. In end devices, in the home, you can see the devices. End devices, click on the end devices. In the end devices, click on the home. A repeat connection for fan with home gateway. I think that is done. Dear organizer, my name is in the list, but I have received any intimation mail regarding FDP. Sir, 1 or 2, I'll talk you later. You personally message me in WhatsApp group so that I can solve your problem. Any practical reason? If step-by-step procedure is stated to practice means will be helpful to us. Okay, sir, can you repeat the step 3? Ma'am, 101. I think I have cleared your doubt. Step 3. What is the step 3? Step 3 is nothing but simply knowing the interface. Okay, we want to generate the interface. So how to generate interface? Simply click on the smartphone. Okay, once you click on the smartphone, you can see IoT monitor. Click on the IoT monitor. Already I have interface, that's the reason it is coming. Simply click on the monitor, desktop monitor. You can have IP address login. Click on the login. (140). Please send the recorded video. Yes, definitely after 6 o'clock we'll send it to connect. Completed, sir. Yeah, 76 completed. Task completed, sir. 004. Good. How to control speed of devices off, low, high speed? Okay, how simply manually if you want to control, just click Alt. Okay, click on the device. Click Alt, click on the device. Low speed, click Alt, high speed. Okay. Done. Okay, sir. Fine. Now it is clear, sir. Now it is clear. Now my audio is audible. Yes. Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
I think wireless connection, how to connect it, step 3 and step 4 I have repeated. Sir, 49. After selecting IoT monitor, click on desktop, click on IoT monitor. See, click on IoT monitor, nothing will be displayed as here. Okay. See, click on IoT monitor. The first time the screen will be like this. Okay. Your IoT server username and password, these will be the defaultly taken from the home gateway. Now click on login. That's it. Already I have registered. That's the reason these are coming, but it will not come. Okay. Repeat actions. Okay. I'll do once again and I'll show you. See, again, I'm telling you regarding the connections, please try to follow this. Connections, nothing but go to fan. Okay. Go to configuration. Click on advanced configuration. Click on advanced. You have something called as input output configuration. Go to input output configuration. In the network adapter, you make it as wireless 1W. Okay. Simultaneously go to window, input output configuration, make it as wireless 1W. Okay. So once the connection is established between these two with the home gateway, simultaneously SSID of home gateway is matching with this one. Home gateway SSID is nothing but go to configuration, wireless, this SSID, home gateway SSID, close that, go to smartphone SSID, go to IoT monitor, sorry, go to configuration, okay, SSID wireless, click on this home gateway. Okay. Once the connections are done, you have to register the devices. Okay. So for registering the for making the interface, go to smartphone, go to desktop, IoT monitor. Okay. smartphone, IoT monitor. Okay, the server address and username and password, it will be same. No need to change things. Simply click on login. Okay, you what to call it as interface is created. Now once the interface is created, add devices. Fourth step, register devices. Go to FAN, go to configuration, IoT server, home gateway. Go to Windows, configuration, change IoT server to home gateway. Now you see the connection establishment. 41, unable to register the device to the interface. Now, sir, I think you are using a web application. Please don't use web application. Use monitor, IoT monitor. For web application, I'll tell you in the next experiment.
Okay, sir.
Okay, go to IoT monitor. I'll tell you how to do that in the web application in the next experiment. I hope everyone have done your this thing. Now, once you do this one, the next step is try to save it. Simple mechanism, file, save as. Okay. The extension is nothing but .pkt. Whatever the name you are interested, wherever you are interested to save, you can save. Okay. But the extension is save as type is nothing but .pkt file. Okay. It means that you can even try to save the entire network. Uh, 140, smartphone with a home device. Okay, smartphone with home device. First of all, you should know the SSID of home gateway. Okay, so SSID of home gateway. How to know the SSID of home gateway? Click on home gateway, go to configuration. Okay, go to wireless. There you can see the SSID. Copy this SSID. Okay, once again I am telling you, click on home gateway, go to configuration, go to wireless, check for the SSID. Okay, now you copy this SSID and paste the smartphone's SSID. Go to smartphone, click on the configuration, go to wireless. There you paste here home gateway. Then the connection will be established between smartphone and home gateway. Yeah, 145. Sure, sir. After 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, in the once the meeting will end, we will be sharing you what to call it as this PPA video links, your attendance, everything will be shared, and even tomorrow timings. Every day we will intimate you with your attendance also. So now, can I go for the next step? Can I go for the next step? If yes, we can go for the next step. Done. So again, you be in the same experiment. Only this is planned in tomorrow session, but I'll try to do this so that we can complete a set of program and we can go for tomorrow with the wired one and IoT. We'll explore other things. Okay. So now what we did here in this experiment, what we did is first we have seen how to control fan and window manually. Okay, that we have done by selecting alt and thus. Second one, we know how to control these devices with the help of smartphone. We have for this we have created a interface, and through the interface we have what to call it as control the devices. But now third step, what we can do is even we can make sure that we can control these two devices automatically, not automatically, that we'll see tomorrow session. And now how these two devices can communicate with each other. Okay, now we'll see how to communicate these two devices. Communicate to these two devices means, now suppose example, let's assume, okay, let's assume like this a condition. What I'll do is whenever fan is off, windows should be like this. Okay, condition, I mean I want these two devices, fan and window, there should be some relationship between these two devices. Whenever a fan is open, fan is in closed state or high state, door is closed. Whenever fan is in the low speed, door is open. Like this, let's assume. Okay, my assumption is this. My assumption is simply, what is my assumption? Fan is in off state, and fan is in the high speed. Window is closed, and whenever fan is in the low speed, window should open. Okay, so if I want have this type of connection, or if I want to have this type of relation between these devices, what to do? Okay, so now just go to smartphone, open your interface. Okay, I have used the IoT monitor. Open your interface. Okay, so previously I have done something. Now we have through here what we did in the previous experiment. What we did is simply, you see here, fan is in off speed, fan is in the low speed. Okay, so now this mechanism I want. Okay, so you see here I'm not doing anything. Fan is in off, fan is in high, my door is closed. Okay, whenever fan is in low speed, my door is open. Okay, see, I'm not doing anything with the window. Now how to do this? Okay, so for this what you do is you go to interface, do something called as conditions. Click on condition. Okay, I have already written some conditions, that's the reason they are there. I'll move for you. Remove condition, remove condition, remove condition. Okay, so now go to conditions. Now we'll write the conditions. What are the conditions that we are going to write? First, click on add. Now let's say that window is open. Okay, so I'm just assuming window is open. Condition name. What you do is go to if click on any, click all this one. When window is open, whenever ceiling fan status is, these are the three conditions: off, low, high. Okay, so what I said, whenever my ceiling fan is low speed, then window on true. Okay, what is this condition? Condition is so simple. What I am doing is, whenever window is open, what I am writing the condition, whenever the ceiling fan is in low speed, window is on. Window on true. True in the sense window is open. Okay, this is one condition. Simultaneously, I'll add another condition, window close. Okay, so window close. When the window should be closed? Whenever ceiling fan status is off. Okay, in off state, window on is false. It means that window is, I'm closing the window. Okay. Another condition also there, because there are three conditions. Okay. Window close to. What I'm doing is ceiling fan status is in high. Okay. What I did for off and high, I'm making sure that window is closed. Okay. For low, window is open. So for high condition, window on status is false. Okay. Click. Now you to home. Now you see the conditions here. Okay. You see here, whenever my window is in off, my ceiling fan is in off. Okay. Ceiling fan is off state, window is closed. Whenever ceiling fan is high, window, see, you see ceiling fan is high, window is closed. Whenever ceiling fan is low, window is open. Okay. So this is how even we can make the devices communicate each other. Okay. So with this successfully, the first experiment will be done. Okay. So please try to continue this experiment. Okay. Simply write the conditions. See, these conditions, these are my assumptions. Okay. My assumption means, okay, my assumptions in the sense I am simply making these conditions. What I did is simply two conditions. I know there are three features, like fan is uh, fan is off, fan is low, fan is high. What I did is, whenever the fan is low state, whenever the fan is high state, window is closed, and in the rest cases, window is open. So you write the conditions like this, so that what happens, you can try to operate. It means three conditions. One is manually we can operate, with the using interface also we can operate, with one to another devices. Okay. So why I want to communicate this is, suppose example, we can say we can build one IoT network. In that IoT network, suppose example, if no one is in the home, automatically the fan should be off, like this. Okay. We'll see these experiments also in the later class, but for today's session, you try to complete till here. Okay. In tomorrow's session, we'll go with other things like uh, today what we did is simply we have used a home gateway. Tomorrow we'll go with how to go for a wireless wired connection, or how to go with the web application, or how can I have my own server, with my own server, how to control, like this we'll see. Okay. Yeah, that's what already I said you, sir. 130, finding difficulties while doing in mobile, because this is what to call it as uh, simulator. Uh, you can even what to call it as uh, patience. Just use patience. Okay, little bit have patience. Definitely you can do it, because I also tried many times. Even one of my last FDP, I have given demo only in what to call it as in phone itself. Okay. So be patient, that's it. Other than that, I am not saying anything, because you have to manage session and even this particular thing, both toggling problem will be. Sir, can you share tutorial of this example? If you want this example, I'll share you in the WhatsApp group. Don't worry, all the material will be given to you. I'll share each and every material, whatever you request in the what to call it as. You keep every request in the WhatsApp group. Definitely, you will get answers for all the rest. Okay. Can you share tutorial of this example? Yes, excellent demo and explanation, sir. Okay, so please, we have another 10 minutes time. By that particular time, if you finish this one, I'll be very happy. Okay, even you finish this one, because see why I'm spending more time in this today's tomorrow sessions are. Uh, See, I can directly dump to the project, and we can do like the, see, at the end of the day, I want to do projects. The one is a home automated system, and the second one is a health monitor system. These two things I want to do it, because even I have written one of my IEEE paper by using this one only. Okay, you can have lots of, you just be patient for first day and second day. So once we finish these 2 days, third day and fourth day, we will build real-time problems. Okay, so in real time, see there are few questions like only one home gateway, one server should be there. So all this basic information I'll cover tomorrow session. Tomorrow 3-4 hours is there. In 4 hours I'll try to cover as much as whatever I can convey in my what to call it as in my lecture sessions. I'll convey all the information what really need for packet from the packet tracer. Okay, so third day and fourth day definitely will do a very nice project. Okay, because unless and until your support is not there, I can't do this. How this packet trace help to realize the actual IoT? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You be patient, sir. How this packet tracer helps to realize the actual IoT implementation? See here, realization in the sense. What can I do is see if if you have Raspberry Pi in your hand, definitely I might have shown you the entire process of that particular microcontroller itself. But as we don't have that, we will be using some simulator, and for that particular simulators I need to have this packet tracer. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to solve your problem implementation. That definitely I'll solve you on. I'll be explaining you on the third day. Yeah, tutorial I'll just give you tutorial. Definitely definitely I'll share you. Don't worry about it. I'll do my best on the third and fourth day. Don't worry about it. So because this is COVID, we have to sit at home. Now we can't go out and we can't buy Raspberry Pi board and all the stuff. What we can do is whatever the requirement that are available with us, we try to complete this. Can you show Arduino implementation? Yeah, that is on the phone. Sir, Arduino implementation means we have planned either Raspberry Pi or Arduino, because see for packet tracer itself, really if I want to speak packet tracer itself, I need 5 to 6 days time to complete the entire process. Even you just imagine Raspberry Pi board, again we have to go from the low to the high end, all the things. Okay, so any one microcontroller definitely I'll try to share. According to the schedule, we are planning to show Raspberry Pi board. Okay, Arduino is also better. Raspberry Pi is also better. What is the problem is if I go with Arduino or Raspberry Pi board, there may be chances that you may not have equipment. There will not be hands-on session. I have to speak. That's it. But anyway, we'll see on the third day. If any like ThinkerPad already available for Arduino, we'll see for the Raspberry Pi board and we'll try to do.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
Sir, show. Sir.
Sir, what about attendance for today?
Yes.
Hello.
Don't worry about attendance. Attendance will be taken faultly from the GoToMeeting. See, we are not recording any attendance because GoToMeeting itself will generate the attendance. Once we finish the meeting, once I end up the meeting, we will be taking directly from the GoToMeeting. Okay. So for the first day in the morning session, I think we have not provided you any unique IDs, so don't worry about it. But in the afternoon session, session 2, please make sure that your what to call it as attendance will be recorded only based on your ID. If you are not having ID, once the session is done, you can send me message so that in the evening I can provide you the IDs. If anyone is not having IDs, I'll provide you the IDs in the after 6 o'clock. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so please try to finish this particular task. Okay, and we'll try to meet further tomorrow. Okay, will tomorrow session timing also I'll give you maybe 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, but today it's only 4 hours, 4-hour session. So tomorrow I'll let you know with the coordinator and I'll tell you whether it is 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, so if it is 9 o'clock, we can wind up till 1 o'clock. If it is 10 o'clock, somewhere till 3 o'clock. We'll plan accordingly tomorrow. Okay, I'll talk with the coordinator and I'll let you know. Yeah, 10 a.m. Yeah, I do have lots of problem by 9 a.m. Okay, so today experiment videos, definitely I'll share it. Okay, okay, sir, fine. So today's session I'm winding. If you have any doubts, even once the session is done, if you have any doubts regarding the experiments, you can message me after 6 o'clock. Definitely I'll try to solve your problems. Okay, once the session is done, don't think that we just leave it. You can message me privately, whatsapp me, so that I can try to solve the problems. Okay, so yeah, I'm showing you the conditions. See the conditions. One minute. Even I'll whatsapp, what to call it as, I'll share in the whatsapp. You see the conditions. 1 minute maybe. 1 minute. 1 minute or just now. Class amma. 1 minute. 1 minute or just. Last minute. Yeah, I have posted even the conditions in whatsapp, so please try to do check there. Okay, so please complete this. Now I'm going to wind up this session. Okay, so please complete the session.